Before we get into today's chat, quick one. If you're not 100% sure how your HR is really holding up, take our free HR health check. It's short, jargon-free, and gives you a clear score on what's working and what needs a bit of love. And if you do it before 1st April 2026, you'll get a bonus 7-pillar strategy on a page, tailored to help you manage HR brilliantly for the year ahead. Just head to kateunderwoodhr.co.uk/HR-health-check check the link in the show notes. Picture this. It's Tuesday, the 28th of October. I'm waving a desk fan like a wind machine. Hazel, our dog and wellbeing officer, is giving me the "Are we okay, mum?" face. Here's the knot I want to untangle today. Does menopause support actually boost retention, or does it look like special rules to everyone else? It's Menopause Awareness Month. World Menopause Day was on the 18th. Perfect time to get this right. Hello, I'm Kate, and this is Buzzing About HR. Today we're talking menopause at work, support or special treatment, how to help your team, keep it fair, and avoid drama. UK only, plain English, no faff, kettle on, let's crack on, why this matters. People in mid-career carry a ton of knowledge. When they leave, you don't just lose a person, you lose history, shortcuts, and client trust. It's expensive and it's slow to fix. Menopause symptoms can knock sleep, focus, mood, and confidence. The good news: a few sensible tweaks can keep brilliant people steady and your business calmer. But if support looks like special rules, trust wobbles. So we need steps that feel fair and make sense to everyone. The plain English legal bit. Let's keep this simple. Under the Equality Act 2010, menopause issues can link to sex and age, and sometimes disability if symptoms have a long-term, substantial effect. Harassment counts too. Jokes and banter can cross the line. Tribunals have taken it seriously. Recent cases are a nudge to treat symptoms and support properly. Health and safety still applies. Think temperature, ventilation, breaks, uniform and cold water. Data protection matters. Health details are private. Collect the minimum and share on a need-to-know basis. Flexible working is a day one right. Respond within 2 months and talk through alternatives. That's the frame. Now, let's make it practical. Set the principle. First, set the principle. Say it out loud and write it down. We support anyone with a health or life stage issue that affects work. Same fairness, same process. This is about reasonable adjustments, not favours. When that sentence lives in your policy and in your team briefings, the heat drops out of the room. Managers. The 60-minute brief. Managers don't need a legal seminar. They need a short briefing they can remember under pressure. What does that sound like? Try this. Open gently. Ask what's getting in the way of good work. Offer a few practical options. Pick 1 or 2 together. Note it briefly. Review in 4 to 6 weeks. Keep it private. Here's a quick role play. Manager. Thanks for meeting. How are things at work right now? Employee. Honestly, I'm not sleeping. I feel foggy. The heat in the office makes it worse. Manager. Thanks for telling me. Let's look at tweaks we can try. A desk fan, a cooler space, and maybe a slightly later start for a bit. We'll review in a month. How does that sound? Employee. Relieved. That's it. No medical interrogation. No 18 forms. Just humane, tidy steps. A quiet route to talk. Not everyone wants to raise this in a team meeting, and that's fair. Name a private contact, HR if you have it, or a trusted manager, and make short, confidential slots easy to book. You'll be amazed how much honesty shows up when the route is simple and discreet. Practical tweaks that help. Let's turn adjustments into real life. Picture Sophie in accounts. She's brilliant with detail, but lately she's missing small things and snapping at herself when she does. She says she's overheating by 10 a.m. and waking up at 3 a.m. We try 3 things for a month. Move her to a cooler desk near a window, add a 10-minute mid-morning break she can take when she needs, and loosen 1 weekly deadline by 24 hours so she can pace her concentration. 4 weeks later, error rates drop. Sophie looks more like Sophie and the team is calmer. Cost: a fan, a desk move, and a little planning. Or take Mo on the warehouse team. Hot environment, heavy PPE, lots of up and down ladders. For Mo, adjustments look like breathable base layers under the PPE, a water bottle policy that travels with the job, a stool at the packing bench to break up long standing, and swapping one late shift for an earlier one while sleep is wobbly. Safety stays first. Comfort moves up a notch. Result: the job still gets done, and Mo isn't wiped out by 3 p.m. Risk scan. Fix it for everyone.
Do a quick sweep of your workplace with fresh eyes. Where are the hot zones? Which roles are stuck in synthetic uniforms all day? Who's on nights or lone working? Small universal fixes, a couple more fans, decent ventilation, a water point that's actually handy, uniform fabrics that breathe, reduce the number of individual requests and make the whole team more comfortable. That's not special rules. That's good management.
Keep the comms inclusive. When you announce any of this, keep the language simple and broad. Try. We make reasonable adjustments for anyone who needs them. If something at work is getting in the way of your best, speak to name. We'll look at practical tweaks and review them together. This framing matters. It tells everyone the door is open and it takes the spotlight off any one group. Fairness questions, answers that help.
What about the eye roll? Why does she get a fan and I don't?
Answer: if you need to tweak to do your best work, talk to us. We apply the same fair process to everyone. Another one: isn't this just special treatment? Answer: no, it's a standard approach to reasonable adjustments which we make for any health or life stage issue. We set a review date and keep it proportionate. And the favourite: won't this hit performance? Answer: the aim is the opposite. Small tweaks now prevent bigger dips later. Flexible working, the sensible way. Flexible working is a day one right in the UK and a conversation you can handle without drama. The trick: pilot, don't promise forever. If someone asks for a slightly later start or a compressed week, or sleep or energy is unpredictable, try it for 6 weeks with clear check-ins. Agree what you'll monitor: service levels, handovers, team impact, and what good looks like. Put one date in the diary to review it. If it's working, keep it. If not, adjust. That's grown-up flexibility. Absence and return to work. Keep it kind.
When someone's been off, the return to work chat should be short, private, and kind. Welcome back. Anything we should tweak to help you settle in? Here are 2 options we can try. Let's check in next month. Record the bare minimum. The adjustment and the review date. Keep the detail in HR with restricted access. You don't need a diagnosis to move a desk.
Privacy, how to talk about it. This is where many teams wobble. Health details are private. If a colleague asks, why did Sophie move desks? Try: we don't share personal reasons. We make reasonable adjustments where needed. That sentence protects trust. If you slip and overshare, it happens. Apologise, remove the message, and remind the team about privacy. Then refresh manager training on need to know. Measuring without turning into a spreadsheet. You don't need a dashboard with dials. Keep a light touch. Are people staying longer? Are absence days down a bit? Are performance wobbles steadier? If the answer trends the right way, you're doing it right. If not, change the adjustments or the way you review them. Simples. What to avoid and what to say instead. Skip the "it's just hot flushes." Get on with it. It's not helpful and it's a legal risk. Park the jokes about age, mood or looks. They're not harmless. Don't make people retell personal details to 5 different managers. That's exhausting and unnecessary. And don't make big promises you can't keep. If uniform rules are rigid, look for safe, breathable options and write them down so supervisors aren't guessing.
What to say instead? Neutral, kind phrases you can remember. What's getting in the way of good work? Let's try 2 tweaks and review them. Thanks for telling me. We'll keep this between us and HR. Small language shifts create big trust.
Mini dramas with quick human fixes. The thermostat war. Someone mutters, "Why is it Arctic in here now?" Explain your balancing comfort for all. If you can, zone the temperature so one corner can be cooler without freezing the whole office. Offer desk fans and suggest layers. It's not about winning, it's about options. The target cliff, a manager says, "Your performance dipped. Warnings next. Pause. Check adjustments first. Breaks, tasks, timings. Set a short plan with support and review in 4 to 6 weeks. If performance is still low after good faith tweaks, move into your normal capability process, kindly, with evidence of what you tried." The eye roll banter. Is it her hormones again? Stop it. Remind the team about respect and the policy. Have a quiet word if needed. Log it. Move on. Most people course correct when you name it early. The privacy leak. A personal detail lands in a group email. Apologise, remove the message, remind everyone about privacy, and retrain managers on need to know. Then reset the tone at your next team huddle. The uniform brick wall. Rules are rules. Offer lighter fabrics, breathable options, or a reasonable tweak. Safety first, comfort close behind. If the policy needs an update, write it and circulate it so supervisors feel backed. The meeting room icebox. You finally book a room for a calm chat. And the aircon is set to penguin. Bring a spare layer, pick a space with adjustable air if you can, and keep the meeting short and kind. Environment shapes honesty. The PPE gauntlet. In a hot production area, the kit is non-negotiable. Look at underlayers, rest breaks, hydration, and rotation between stations with different heat loads. That's still an adjustment, and it keeps output steady. Sample first chat so you can hear it. "Thanks for meeting with me. I've noticed you've seemed uncomfortable lately. More warm than usual. A bit tired. That's totally understandable if things are changing health-wise. If you're open to it, we can try a couple of tweaks so work feels more doable. Things like a desk fan, a cooler space, more flexible breaks, or a short-term change to targets. We'll write down what we're trying and check in next month. We'll keep your details private, just me and HR. How does that sound?" If the person says, "I don't want to make a fuss," try. This isn't a fuss, it's the standard way we support people. You're not asking for special treatment. you're asking for fair conditions to do your best work.
Sample review. Keep it brief.
Last month we agreed a fan, a cooler desk and a later start on Mondays. What's helped most? What's still tricky? Do we keep, tweak or drop any of these? Is there one new thing to try? Great, let's lock that in and check back in 4 weeks. Dealing with proof requests. Can you ask for medical proof? You can ask for enough information to choose appropriate adjustments, but keep it minimal and private. Often you won't need it. If you do request something, explain why and how you'll store it. Empathy first, paper second. Small business reality. Check.
Do small businesses have to do all of this? You do what's reasonable for your size and risk. You don't need a sprawling programme. Start with the easy wins. Make a principal statement, brief managers for an hour, name a private contact, and write down a simple review habit. That's a powerful baseline.
Common what-ifs.
What if someone else says it's unfair? Come back to the principle. We make reasonable adjustments for anyone. If you need one, talk to us. What if the team thinks someone is getting away with it? Remind them we manage performance for everyone and adjustments are about enabling good work, not avoiding it.
What if nothing seems to help? It happens. Step back, ask what the actual job barrier is, and try a different tweak. Consider occupational health if you have access, or a conversation about longer-term flexibility. Keep notes short and factual, and keep the tone human. Your 3 reminders.
Say the principle out loud. Train managers to have kind private chats. Agree simple adjustments with a review date and protect privacy while you're at it.
Back to the desk fan. Hazel's look says it all. Support the human. Keep the team calm. That's the line. Support isn't special treatment. It's how you keep good people and a good culture. If you want a shortcut, grab my Menopause in the Workplace Guide, which gives you an initial action plan you can start today. I'm Kate. This is Buzzing About HR. Kettle on, standards up. See you next time. That's it for today. But if you fancy a bit of friendly HR advice in your inbox with zero waffle, come and join our newsletter. We send out bite-sized tips, plain English updates, and handy things you'll actually use. No spam, no fluff. You can sign up at kateunderwoodhr.co.uk/newsletter-sign up or just hit the link in the show